Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now. TVR creators, I am Dave and I'm here to bring you absolute value. I make YouTube tips on a weekly basis to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. And if you want to get value from tonight, which you know you will, hit that like button. Let's crack on.
You're going to get value from this video.
Alright, so tonight we've got loads of things jam-packed today, but mainly we're going to be talking about how to build your brand, how to build your channel, your YouTube channel, and use social media to help build that platform. Now there's loads to get through, and I just want to say I'm pumped up for today as I've got so many great things to share with you here on today's stream as I put down my keyboard, because you know what, you guys rock. You guys are the TVR universe.
You're going to get value from this video.
Right, so basically I want you to think about your brand. I want you to think about value. That's the ongoing, the theme, you could say, over the last few weeks, but it's so true. I want you to think about how you can give value in absolute everything you do to your channel, your videos, the way you comment back. Now, first, before we get into sort of the social media side, I just want to briefly go over sort of, think about your channel first. Your channel is your priority, and your social media wings, if you will, are platforms where you can pull in more views, connect with your, your viewers and your fans and people that watch your videos. And that's just all something to bear in mind. But ultimately, think about your channel and put the most time and energy into your channel. It's something we talked about of how to set up your YouTube channel before. And it's just really important to respond to comments, especially in the early days, as much as you can. Obviously, as you get bigger and you get more subscribers, it gets harder to do so, but best you can, respond to comments. And more importantly, actually, take on board what people say, because it's all part of your community. Every comment, obviously, if you get like little spam ones, they're different, but you get to know your regulars, you guys watching now, you get to know, like, the type of things people might like to see. They might drop a little suggestion of something they liked or didn't like about a particular video. Take that on board when you make your next video, and use the community that you build in a positive way, and just use that to build upon what type of videos you could go into next. So if you get like a little suggestion, like I've been talking over the last few days, even the last 24 hours, and I've gained 2 video ideas for you guys that I'll be making. I'm going to make one of them this Saturday and one in the coming week or so for my, bite-sized videos that I normally do on Tuesdays. So, sort of bear all that in mind. So definitely respond to comments and just sort of look. And the other thing I would say is just, when you post a video, just see what engagement you got. So obviously the thumbnail and the title are the most important thing, and that works as partnership. And make sure you got a good description on your video, which backs up for the giving content to the viewer watching it. And also YouTube allows YouTube to work out roughly who to send that, or who to try to send that video to, and see if they watch it. And then obviously it's down to your thumbnail and your title if they actually click on it, and blah blah blah. But really take on board everything that people do. Now, using social media, I would say then start with one social media platform, whichever one you'd rather. Maybe you could try one or two. Now, I'm just, for argument's sake, I'm going to say try either Twitter or Instagram, and whichever one you prefer, start with that. So this is the strategy. I'm going to talk about some strategies now, that what you could use to use social media to sort of pull in more views to your channel and to your videos. So say for argument's sake we use Instagram, and you can use similar tactics, though they're all slightly different, but let's just use Instagram. As you can see here, I've done a screenshot of a few of the pictures on my particular Insta page, and you want to think about what interests your people. So ultimately, going back to that constant theme of value, you want to try and work out when your viewers when do they watch your videos. So obviously you want to go into your YouTube studio and work out what sort of times that people watch your videos. And what I mean by that is, from that you'll work out roughly if it's sort of more America, is it more in sort of England or whatever part of the world that you're posting your videos. And once you've worked out the bulk of your videos, perhaps you could think maybe I should change the time I post to the core fan base of my fans. So I'm discovering more and more my viewers are coming from America, for example, which is making me wonder about playing the idea of maybe posting the occasional video at sort of a much later time to see if that gets more traffic as well. And this is something you want to test as well. Bear in mind, everything is around your channel. So going back to Instagram then, so it's really important, this strategy you can use now. So post maybe in a day in advance of a little picture. It could be the thumbnail of your video. It could be maybe just you just sort of like, watch my video, or if you're a musician, you could be there with your guitar or something like that on your Insta page. Check out tonight's video, or if you got a cool, or if you made a particular poster or cover for that video, you could use that. Something I like to use actually occasionally, not too much because I don't like to pester people, though I do post most days. But one thing I do find is quite helpful is it's just again about building that positive community, and sort of post the occasional post of maybe behind the scenes, maybe you're working on a new song or a new recipe for a particular meal, or if your gaming channel you might be like, I've got a new controller. And I think in this day and age of social media, people just like all that sort of behind the scenes that makes them feel more connected with you, which is ultimately what you want, because obviously you want to enjoy this journey and have fun with it. But if you can connect as much as possible with the people watching your videos, you guys, that's the most important thing. And I personally think that's just like a nice little extra, which just is so easy to do. And I find the people that do that, you tend to get more reaction. And again, test with that. So I find personally, this is another little strategy I'm going to drop in there. I find I try to post early in the morning, literally as soon as I'm, getting up and stuff, just because I know that the bulk of, Europe and England, where I post from, a lot of them may also see the post on the way to work, or if they're going out and about. If they don't look on their phone till sort of later, I know quite a few people that might not look at their phone till lunchtime, but by then the post is there, so they'll see it, sort of bear that in mind as well. And then you've got, the later on. Now you could post around tea time, because quite often people are cooking and checking their phone and stuff like that. That's a time you could test. I sometimes do that, but I also know that obviously because a lot of you guys come from sort of America and Canada, I know that part of the world, so I try to post things on Instagram and Twitter actually that are sort of, for me, nighttime, just as I'm going to bed. So as people on that part of the world are getting up, they're on their phones in their time in the morning, if that makes sense. And they're looking at their phones, looking at your posts. Oh, look, Dave's got a new video coming out tonight, 7 o'clock UK time. Cool, that's wicked. I'll watch that at some point. And that's something to bear in mind. So don't just post willy-nilly. Have a strategy. And, you can write it down in the pad or on your phone, or maybe just have in your head roughly what times you post. And also I'd say with this, just like with your videos on YouTube, have consistency with your posts. So if you do pick a time, trying to make your bulk of your post, every morning or every night, or just once every day or once every other day. If every day is too much for you, or you think that's too much for your viewers, that's fine. Do it every other day or every couple of days. Or we just, obviously, to stay current, you want to do that as much as possible. And another little tactic that I'm sure a lot of you probably know, but definitely hashtag the right sort of things, and it also acts like an advert. So you could advertise your channel on a peak time that you think, in the morning or at night, just check out my channel, thumbs up, or whatever sort of feels more you, if that makes sense, and check out my channel with a little link of your channel, and just say to check out my music, or to check out my new gaming videos, or whatever your channel's about, and then just have lots of hashtags that are obvious to that niche, if that makes sense. So if you're gaming, it'd be like gaming, PlayStation, blah 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 blah, Xbox, that's them both, PC, whatever. If you're a musician, it may be like the songs you might do that week. I find putting like other social media names helps. The day of the week, maybe photo of the day, Insta good. There's loads. And just think about, I tend to put like content creators, YouTubers, YouTube, anything you think that people type in, because people tend to type all this into social media, and that means it will come up at some point on someone's feed. And you notice when you I don't know, I'm sure this has happened to some of you, not getting the likes. Let's just have a brief look. Hello. I would YouTube is not receiving. Okay, that's fine. I would highly recommend, so I'll just look at the comments then. I would highly recommend, I've lost my train of thought there. Also, drink more, Dave. Get value. Get value to all you. I just thought I'd say that. Let's just do a brief hello, as I appreciate I'm rambling. So hello to Brad, hello to Perry, who was first here. Hello to Sam. Is anyone else in the comments? Hello to all you guys, and anyone else that's watching, thank you. Just briefly, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly YouTube tips to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. And guys, if you're getting value from this video today, hit that like button and share with family and friends right now, right this second. Share this video with family and friends. Thank you again. Right, let's crack on with some more top value. To learn more about YouTube and growing your channel, subscribe now. All right, so brilliant. So I want you to think about these little strategies, try to think of all the brand and bringing it all in as the focus. So see, the analogy I'm going to use is space. Bear with me on this. So imagine your YouTube, I just like my analogies, just bear with me. Imagine your YouTube channel is like your sun. That's the center of your universe, your world, your solar system, whatever. And you want to bring as much traffic to that as possible. Now, obviously, when you post your videos with tags and right descriptions and good thumbnails, obviously you want to, use YouTube to do its thing and share it to the right people. And it will do that as long as you're posting consistency and you're posting videos that are valuable. And when people watch them and they enjoy it and they watch a good 50, 60, 70% of your video, YouTube will show that to more people. So, in the nicest possible way, the better your videos are, and especially if they're not too long, YouTube will go, this is valuable video. Ultimately, we want more people to see this video, so we're going to share it to more people. So, YouTube will do a lot of the work for you as long as your content is good. And I'm not, so just bear that in mind. But going back to social media then, bringing in the value. So on your social media, we're just using Insta as an example. You can use any social media platform as your first one. We're going to go into a bit more detail later in the video, so do not go anywhere. And so some strategies then I've been sort of going over, if you just joined us, is sort of thinking about, what times your audience are watching your videos, and, sort of think about when you're going to post your videos. So then on your social media platform, you want to think about when to post the right posts. And we've talked about briefly about, I personally do like in the morning, at night, do whatever feels right for you, maybe just once a day or once every other day, just so people have an idea what's going on and they feel connected. And feel free, if you do get regulars commenting on your channel, on your on your videos, your content, and on your posts on social media, respond to them in a productive way. Don't just say thanks, especially if you've got millions of subscribers. I appreciate that's different, but for most of us, we've got a few hundred or or whatever, or maybe even less than that. And so it's really easy to have really productive little chats with you guys. And I've gained so much knowledge and interest and value and video ideas just by talking to you guys. So thank you for that. And I just think it's just a good way to build your personal brand, how to build up your channel, you know, responding to comments, responding to post comments, and, you know, thinking of what you could do then. So if you've got a certain niche in gaming, cooking, blah, 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 something else you might want to think about within your social media brand is just sort of thinking, right, you know, I know about a certain type of recipe that's really good, or I know a new I don't know, way to string a guitar that's quicker than other ways. Just this is just an example, so bear with me. And so, you know, you could post like a little thing of that, you know, I've got 3 ways to, you know, string a guitar or something like that. And then perhaps that could be a new video or something like that. Or if you've got a new cover coming up or a new song, you can advertise that on your social media platform.
Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.
Alright, and welcome back, people. Hashtag drink more. Oh yes. I just want to say before we carry on, if you're getting value from this video, hit that like button and ring the bell to get all the latest videos that we all do. This is far from over, so don't worry about that. But I just want to say, if you want to, just by supporting the channel by watching any of my videos, you are supporting the brand. And also, if you would like to support the brand slightly more, feel free to check out our merch, which I'm wearing now, with a t-shirt, a mug, a phone case, and as requested by you, the TVR universe, I have made a hashtag drink more mug with TVR creators on the back, so go and check it out. And all the merch is in multiple colours and stuff like that, so go and check it out, so you can sort of semi-customise it yourself as well, bringing you even more value, and that sort of like, you know, advertising a brand. And, you know, it's just a bit of fun, and some of them, especially to drink more, might be just you know, a funny little jokey present for Christmas or someone's birthday. So, you know, so and if you've already ordered one of my merch, thank you so much. It means a lot. Right, hashtag drink more. Hashtag drink more. Come on. What's in the comments? Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant. Okay, right. Right, hang on a sec.
Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.
It's all right. I just have to apologise. Apparently there's a bit of buffering going on. If there is, let me know in the comments. The internet's decided to get movie night, but just bear with me. Right, so basically I want to go to the next form. So I want you to mainly concentrate on your YouTube channel, you know, posting your videos consistently, getting your channel to look professional, bear that all in mind, you know, respond to as many comments as possible. And then, you know, your first tactic, and for most of you, having at least one platform, either being Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and to use that as a platform to bring in more traffic is just a really good way to help build your brand. Now, if you want to go to the next level, or if you want to go full out, this is what you do. Dun, 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 drum roll, boom! I would use multiple platforms. Go full out. I know it sounds extreme. I'm not saying you have to do this. Hashtag drink more, Dave. Wow.
You're going to get value from this video.
Wow. Wow, it's getting hot in here even though it's freezing outside. Yeah, so what I would now say is the big strategy of multiple platforms, and basically do the similar sort of thing across platform. You may notice that I know that some of you are only on Instagram, or you're only on Twitter, or that sort of thing. But I also know that some of you are on multiple platforms, so I try to mix it up a bit. So sometimes the strategy that I use, and again, test what works best for you, but the strategy I use, I will post similar things on Twitter and Insta, because I know that certain people are only on certain ones. And sometimes, in case people are on both, just as an example I use, I sometimes mix it up a bit. So I might say, I'm testing a new camera or something on Twitter. I might occasionally have a behind the scenes in the studio on Instagram, and you sort of bear that in mind when you're doing your post, where you're doing, like if you're doing a cooking or a musician, on Instagram you might have like behind the scenes of like, stringing a new guitar you got, or, a new setup, that sort of thing. And that's something that, you can build upon.
Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.
Now, something else you can do actually is think about, you can use your social media platforms as free adverts for your channel. Now, something you can do is just by tagging, excuse the phrase, the hell out of it, you're basically, that is a free advert. Now, I know a lot of you asked about like, how can you advertise your channel, that sort of thing. Use social media, like tag loads out of it. And all those tag terms that people may come across one of your posts by accident, they click on it, they might like it, they go, oh, this is interesting, click on the link, you've got someone else on your channel. Obviously, by posting your weekly videos as well, thinking about that, that's the core place, that's something you want to bear in mind as well. Because every video is basically free advertising. Every video you make is a new opportunity to bring in new fans. So that's something else to bear in mind as well. But, and think of all your social media platforms as all part of your brand. So hone it back in, make them all work together. I personally don't see like Twitter, Insta, YouTube, Facebook as all like separate entities. I see it as one big brand. It's all part of the same thing, and they've all got little slightly separate jobs. They all work in slightly different ways, but the ultimate job is the same: to build my brand, to build my community, to connect with you guys, and all that sort of thing. So that's something I would just think about. But if that just feels a bit too much, don't worry, concentrate on a YouTube channel and maybe just have Insta or Twitter as your supporting platform. No, sorry, Sam. The thing was buffering. The internet connection keeps going up and down. I'm very sorry about that. I'm not quite sure why. I could restart the router, but that means the thing goes. That's really annoying. But sorry. That's live streaming for you guys. And just put in the comments, actually, more importantly, is the mic working better this week? Because I bear in mind that on yesterday's show, it turned out that even though I thought I'd set it up right, and even though it said it was fine, it was actually using the mic on my camera, which was obviously nowhere near as good as the actual microphone, and that's why it sounded a bit quiet. So let me know, buffering aside, let me know. I'm just laughing because I was watching one of my content creators I follow, a guy called Nick Newman. You've probably heard of him. He's absolutely brilliant. I watch him as well as I do most of you, if not all of you, now watching his stream. And bless him, his internet went completely down and he had to use his phone just to go, I'm really sorry guys, everything's going down. And it looks like that the powers of be are getting involved tonight as well. But there it is what it is. I'm just going to have a brief look at my notes. Right, so if you've got any questions, knock them in the live comments and we're going to have a little chat or conversation. And if you've got any questions about what I've been talking about, I will do my best to answer them. So for now, don't go anywhere because we're going to do that in the after show, the Q&A. So for those of you watching, thank you so much for today. And if you're not already, go and check out our Facebook community page. The link is in the description. We can join with the guys that are in the live stream at the moment. Go and check out their stuff as well. You know, share your videos, connect with other creators. It's just a really nice home of the TVR universe where we just share what's going on, that sort of thing. So go and check it out. Obviously, as if you haven't guessed already, I'm on Twitter and Instagram as well. Feel free to connect, ask any questions if you're not already, and if you are already, I've had some great conversations with many of you over the last few weeks, really giving me some ideas and giving me lots of value. So keep doing that, and ultimately keep doing what you guys do, because it's brilliant to see. I love watching your videos. I love just taking part, just supporting your guys, because as a content creator, I know what it means. I know how much work goes in the background. So keep doing what you're doing, and one day, if you really believe it, reach for the stars, and if you get to the clouds, that is awesome. That is value. That's what you want to do, and that's something that I want for all of you. I truly believe that. If you're new here, welcome. If you haven't already, after this video, go and check out the channel. We've got loads of playlists on bite-sized videos on lighting, audio, how to make videos, all little parts of video and YouTube tips. I've got a playlist on editing, and there's just loads and loads of videos now, so go and check them out. Oh, still buffering. Wow. Okay, thank you for that. No, that's fair enough. It's saying it's buffering. Wow. So just bear all that in mind. And you guys do rock. So we may have to cut this short because YouTube's getting proper involved now. I'm very sorry about that. I will see you in the after show if the internet allows. So anyway, thank you again. Keep doing what you're doing. And just by watching my videos, you are supporting the brand. You guys absolutely rock. And let's do it together now. You guys rock.
Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.
All right. So if you just joined us, if you're late